everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, it's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Yes, my eyes. I gave them a little bit of a rub in the shower this morning because they were itchy. Oh, man, do not touch them. Okay. Home alone, so if you hear any other voices, that is my guides talking. I've got 1, 2 fur babies there and the cat's asleep over in the lounge room. So let's see where we go. Now, what I want to have a look at, I'm going to use the Golden Universal Tarot because it's the deck that my guides are telling me to use. Poor old box looks about on its last legs. What I want to have a look is, oh gosh, there's a few interesting things here. First of all, get the news of the day out. Do not be distracted by the orange twerp rabbiting on about Coca-Cola and cane sugar and all that sort of BS. Apparently, Maureen Comey, daughter of FBI head Comey, Hillary, emails, etc., was fired from the DOJ today. She was apparently a prosecutor in the Epstein's and Diddy cases. Something a little bit suspicious there, but I'm not going to read on it. And where else do we go? Okay, I want to have a look. This is a little bit of a strange one. The felon, the orange twerp, oh gosh, crikey, today feels like Friday, feels like yesterday with Monday, and in reality it's actually Thursday, so goodness knows what's up and down at the moment. The felon, the orange twerp, came out and praised, I don't know if that's quite the word, complimented, not sure if that's the right word, Melania for changing his stance. So talking to him behind the scenes, allegedly, and I'm speaking of that, entertainment only, thank you very much, censors, talking to him behind the scenes and changed his attitude on backing Ukraine with weapons in its defense against the invasion by Russia. Now, a few people have commented on that and said, oh, isn't it lovely? He does actually talk to her. Gosh, I need a haircut. No. When I saw that, my instant reaction was, oh my goodness, he just threw Melania under the bus. There is nobody that he will not throw in the way to try and make the escape himself. Now, let me unpick why I'm getting that vibe. Basically, what's happened is the felon is now turning against the Kremlin. He's come out critical of the Kremlin. He's making declarations that are anti-Kremlin. Who's he going to blame for that? Can't blame himself. Can't say, oh, I had an epiphany and woke up and realised that I'd been had by the Kremlin, so ergo, therefore, I'm changing my attitude. No, it has to be somebody else. So I'll just have a little sip of my herbal tea here. And yes, Cash Peters, thank you for the thumbs up yesterday. Could have gotten a more flattering photo, Cash, but not one with the red eyelids at the moment. But love Cash Peters. Okay. And yes, he did Epstein on an island, potentially, allegedly, and got Epstein hiding underground in an island. So I'll just let that play out. Anyhow, so I'm getting that he has put Melania in it. So I want to have a look. I mean, you got to remember, he's also blamed, well, we've got the bully, the abuser here, and something that was emotionally overwhelming within the relationship. Some big new start to this relationship that was perhaps a cleansing moment. Got to remember, he's already blamed DeSantis in Florida for the Miller and Homan concentration camp, otherwise known as Alligator Alcatraz, or should we say Auschwitz, that apparently is just failing horrifically, and they've already moved all the inmates back out again because it's so awful. Yeah, apparently it was Satan's idea, and he organised it, and he built it, and yeah, so yeah, the felon's thrown Ron DeSantis under the bus there already for that one, but I want to have a look at, as I said, Gilded Tarot Royale. Did he just lay up Melania as the fall gal for to the Kremlin? The Kremlin see straight through it. They see straight through it. Now, you've got to remember, straight after November the 5th, there were nudie photos of Melania shown on Russian TV, basically saying, we own you, not owe you, we own you. And then the former head of the FSB came out and said, we got the orange twerp into the presidential position. He owes us and he's going to repay us. Don't forget that. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. Did he deliberately put her in it to blame? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He betrayed her big time in regards to this. Absolutely. 10 of Swords. Stabbed through and through and through and through and through. It's almost like last straw stabbing. Okay. Offering her up. Knight of Cups. The false friend. A false compliment. Offering her up. I think she might have got caught out by surprise by this. It was not a compliment. This was out of left field for her. And here he is, the decrepit old king who will try and hang on to his whatever, his money, his position, while it's decaying. He's decaying from within. This is internally. Oh, gosh. Desperately trying to hold on to power in the past, crowning this reading. Yeah, it was not a compliment. She thought things were lined up. She thought she was hunky-dory. Oh, didn't look at these cups. Unexpected offering. The false friend offering. Not liking what's being offered. Yeah, I think this blindsided her. Here she is in the immediate future, separately from the king, separated from the decaying king. Looks a bit more youthful here, this Queen of Pentacles, holding on to what she has. Now, I've been saying for, years now that she had every intention of divorcing him, and then he announced he was going to run for president, so she was trapped in there again. She was she was waiting for him to not be elected, and he wasn't elected, but you and I know what happened, not get the position. That failed, so again she's stuck with him. I had been getting that as soon as Baron turned 18 and he could then leave the country without his father's approval, that they were heading to Switzerland. Well, guess where she was at around that time? Looking at property in Switzerland. I'd been saying it for years that this is what was happening. But yes, she hasn't been able to because of what the felon's doing. And not a happy camper. This is sort of almost like the last sword in the back, the last betrayal. So the immediate future, she's looking out for her own interests with that Queen of Pentacles. We've got externally the Three of Wands, looking wistfully overseas. Everything, the plan is all set for her to head off, but she was thwarted. So she's looking wistfully overseas from behind the battlements here. Internally, the gifts from the past or the naivety, could be naivety. She met the felon through Epstein. She saw it as a way out of the life that she was trapped in. and she took it. So this is about the past, perhaps regrets from the past, another path she could have taken that would have been a more difficult path, but she took the easy path, accepted the gift. Internally, this is what she's battling with. We've got here the feminine holding on to the secrets and the hopes and fears. Doesn't she half look like Melania? That look on her face, the dour look, the plumped lips. The eyes aren't squinty enough. But yeah, she's holding on to the secrets. She's got secrets there. Oh gosh. However, the outcome is the Chariot. Well, these two sphinxes are stopped from moving forward. He doesn't look very happy about it. This might be her bit on the side, ready to move forward but unable to do so. Four of Swords, being forced to retreat and just lay low for a while. And then the Page of Pentacles. What's this Page of Pentacles? Looking at her options, her reduced options. The Moon card, secrets being revealed, lunacy, a difficult path forward. Now, I'm not, yeah, she's feeling trapped. I'm not putting any sympathy out for her at all. She made her own bed with this card here. But yeah, she's feeling trapped in this lunacy cycle. She's looking at what she could have, but it feels like it's slipping from her grasp because she is trapped with this devil. Absolutely. We've got the Queen of Wands. Is this Melania? I don't know what star sign she is, or moon, or rising, or anything like that. But this is I hate to say it, but I'm going to use it, thank you, Laurie, is the feminine energy that prostituted herself for this plan. And doesn't the cat look like Melania? And then the Tower moment. She tied herself, things coming to an end. So this was not a compliment. This was absolutely not a compliment, him doing this. We've got, what is it, a whistleblower, a harsh truth coming forward about Russia. She's desperately trying to hold on to her money, and then she is out of there. I think she's out of there, battered and bruised, but out of there. And then she may write a tell-all book where she lets it all out and unburdens herself with judgment. And then we've got the Strength card as well. Placating the beast, perhaps. Yeah, I'm just going to say, it was not a compliment. It was him shoving her in front of the ire of the Kremlin. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'm just going to put those cards aside. There's so much going on that I feel like I need to do double up readings at the moment. I want to have, when I'm talking about certain parts of the world, okay, you want those cards. Right, this is my mystical manga cards, M-A-N-G-A. I don't know where the box ever went to. The news that is coming out of Ukraine in regards to, hang on, I'll bring you up. Right, news coming out of Ukraine in regards to the unaliving of the head of Ukrainian intelligence. I don't know if you caught that on the news a couple of weeks ago. He had come out of the office buildings and was gunned down in the car park. Now, it turns out, so the Ukraine, oh, that's Bindi just moving if you heard some clicky clacking on the floor. News out from the Ukrainian intelligence they do have an acronym, I'm not going to worry with it at the moment, was that they tracked down who was responsible and they were eliminated. It turns out, so these two people, they tracked down two people and eliminated them. It turns out that these two that did the unaliving were part of a far-right terrorism group known as BASE, B-A-S-E. Apparently, BASE is a far-right terrorist group that originated in the United States. Okay, where's this going, you ask? I have no idea. It just caught my attention and I'm going to follow where my guides take me. Right, apparently BASE hasn't before been aligned with Russian politics in regards to Ukraine. However, who knows? I mean, it's a secret far-right terrorist group. Its founder is a dude named Ronaldo Nazaro. He was accused of being a Russian spy, but he was also a former Pentagon contractor with special forces. So there's Spot heading up the hallway. He's probably going to go out the dog door and the laundry. So I don't know where to go with this, but it really caught my attention when my fabulous researcher, whose name shall not cross my lips, sent me the information on this. My guides were just, like, she sends me a big list several times a day of newsworthy links, and I'll just siphon through them, sift through them, and every so often one of them will go and light up. And this was one of them. And I really honestly don't know where it's going to lead me. So what do we need to know? This dude, who set up this group, is accused of being a Russian spy. He was a former Pentagon contractor with special forces. This is a far-right terrorist group that was started in the United States that is basically, it's a group that offers money for hitmen. It doesn't actually, I don't know that it has the hitmen from within its ranks, and it operates via Telegram, the messaging service. Where have we heard Telegram before? It wouldn't have been the dude that was the head of Telegram in France or wherever it was that got arrested for, stretch my brain back, in regards to, was it election interference or something? These echelons are so incestuously intertwined. Okay, what do we need to know about this terrorist group BASE, called BASE, from the United States? Offers money for hitmen to pow pow. Why am I hearing butler? Footage has emerged of Butler taken from a different angle, showing a special services dude hustling off screen after the pew pew to bring photographers around to set up the photo shoot. I'll post that in my post section when I'm finished reading today. What do we need to know about this terrorist group BASE? What do we need? Oh, I don't know where to go with this. What do we need to know about it? What do we need to know about it? Come on down. Let's have a look. See if we can unpick. The Knight of Coins. The mercenaries. The hit men that get paid to undertake assignments with loaded things. The mercenaries. They are a mercenary organisation. They're getting financial backing from somewhere. Challenged by judgment. A collective awakening, a call to arms, and an inevitability that it gets uncovered, a coming out from the shadows. I mean, have you heard about base before? I hadn't heard about base before. Hadn't heard about this Ronaldo Nazaro, accused Russian spy, former Pentagon contractor. There is so much that is coming to light. So these mercenaries being challenged by, I'm just going to say being exposed. I'm just going to say being exposed. Oh boy. At the foundation, we've got the Lovers card, contracts, agreements, relationships, often unbalanced relationships is the energy they're stewing in at the moment. So where does these relationships reach? I keep getting Hegseth's not done, and I was it about a month ago I got a reading that they've switched from Signal Gate to Telegram. Let's see where, oh gosh. A lot of major arcana here so far. In the past, the devil, the toxicity, the ghastliness, the evil, the just chain to the evil. But the chains go up. The chains go up. Bindi, boo, stop chewing on yourself, mate. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the chains go up. There are higher ups even than Ronaldo Nazaro. This is why this unraveling is taking so long, because the need for these higher ups to be exposed. And it's happening before our very eyes. Inflammatory new information coming forward with that Ace of Wands crowning. The Fool card, new beginning, new journey, new exploration, but the foolishness. And you also look at how dark this Fool card is. Usually the Fool's a light card and a joyful card, and it's about faith and trusting, etc. This one looks like it's trying to hide in the shadows. But what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana and 2 court cards. This is something that's really important. This is, okay, whatever's coming out, whatever this is leading to, this is why my guides said, you got to look at this one. Okay. The externally is the Four of Swords. Is it being forced to retreat, or is it about the truth of some unalivings? And that's, if you can hear that, that's Bindi having a drink of water. And internally, emotionally overwhelming, a cleansing, new partnerships perhaps, new emotional partnerships, just this cleansing out of the swamp. Okay, internally. See where this goes. Hopes and fears, loss, disappointment, heartbreak, emotional loss. I think coming from this emotional cleansing, an inability to get across to the promised land, and the hopes and fears. So I'm asking, what do we need to know? 2 cups still standing, but 3 spilled. Okay, thank you. What my guides are giving me, they're giving me the fact that the Ukrainian intelligence tracked down these 2 mercenaries and got them back, possibly with a lot of information. Is what my guides are saying to me is, all of a sudden, for those that thought it was just all like a computer game, all fun and games, pow pow and leave the scene type thing, shit's getting real. Shit is getting real is what I'm getting here. Feels like almost a regret of being involved from some of these mercenaries. So where does it lead to? The Queen of Swords. She's my ICC head. Let's see where this goes. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. 2 Queen energy. Now we're going through quite a dramatic shift on the world stage as well, moving from the patriarchal to the matriarchal leadership energy. Doesn't mean they have to be female, but huge shift. Denise Knight did a reading on King Charles's health, and when King Charles was being elevated to the position of king after Queen Elizabeth had passed, did a reading on that. Gosh, 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago now. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and got clearly that he, within 5 years of ascending the throne, he would step down. That's very much about that energy shift. King Charles is part of the old patriarchal society. Apparently he's a lovely guy from people who have met him, so I'm not saying he's like that, but he is of that old energy, and William and Kate are going to step up as a completely different type of monarch with the new energy. So Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands, what do we need to know about this group called base? It feels like some prosecution coming here as we have this shift to the feminine. And then we have my Jack Smith card, the Knight of King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and then wading through the swamp with the 2 swords of truth and bringing the star of hope and healing to the world. This almost feels like a truth protection. He's got his arms crossed instead of the swords crossed, wading out from the swamp, out from the darkness. The hope and healing of the world, where we are going to have new opportunities. Right, so let's see. Oh, what have we got? The Queen of Cups, something not yet been revealed that certain parties are trying to keep a lid on. The Knight of Swords, the truth being brought forward. And then we've got the flinging under the bus with the 5 of Pentacles, the disappointment in the harvest, and everything changing with the wheel. Overseas, dark money, defending, nightmare situation, false victory, out in the cold, you name it, never goes well. There's a lot that's intertwined here. I keep saying everything seems to be at these upper echelons intertwined. So what I want to ask was Russia. Was Russia behind the order to take out the intelligence head? Was the Kremlin behind the order? Okay, I'm going to put 3 cards. Was the Kremlin behind the order? And then I'm going to do 3 cards. Was there somebody, was it someone in the United States behind the order? Ace of Pentacles. Information about the money is going to be presented. Was it Russia? Was it the Kremlin that was behind the order to take out the head of intelligence? Ukraine intelligence. 3 cards there. Shuffle again. Or was it, or did the order come from somewhere other than the Kremlin? Right. It's going to be an unexpected, whatever it's going to be with that Page of Cups, it's going to take us by surprise. So, I'm almost not game to turn these over. Was it from the Kremlin? The Tower? The Moon? The Knight of Wands? King of Wands, sorry. the Tower, destruction, the Moon, secrets being revealed, the King of Wands, action being taken in regards to a plan. So could be it's a yes and a yes and a yes. But does this otherwise mean with the downfall of the Kremlin, the secrets will be revealed? Let's see, did it come from somewhere else, this order? The World, a yes card. The Delusion with the Seven of Cups and the Page of Coins. Information about the money coming forward. Okay, you're going to get me yes, no cards out. There's 12 yes, there's 12 no, and there's 2 blank ones that mean unknown. Did it come from the Kremlin? Did the order to unalive the head of Ukrainian intelligence come from the Kremlin or from somewhere else? No, it didn't come from the Kremlin. Yes, it came from somewhere else. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I think we're going to find out. Didn't come from the orange twerp. I'm just going to tell you that. Didn't come from the orange twerp. But it feels like, oh man. Did the order to unalive the Ukrainian head of intelligence come from within? Well, there's my Russia card and then unexpected. Did it come from someone within the United States? I don't like this. Did the order to unalive the head of Ukrainian intelligence come from someone within the United States? Okay, I'll stop shuffling. And on the bottom, we've got the wheel turning, karma coming and biting him on the bum. The secrets being revealed. Again, it's a yes card. The false victory, challenged by the false victory. Left out in the cold, financially left tossed out. Did it come from, this is the energy that they're stewing in, financial loss? Financial loss. Now I know the boycotts are really hitting hard. The money on the inside, somebody distraught on the outside here. The secrets on the inside, the money on the inside, the false victory. I mean, it's not going to be Fleon, we know that. And if you're wondering who Fleon is, also known as soon-to-be ex-CEO of Tesla Space Boy, who just got a massive contract at the Pentagon. It's not Fleon, but it's somebody who helped put the orange twerp in office. It's not the orange twerp himself. Okay. Got the Queen of Coins here. The money being offered to do this. The Page of Coins. The money being accepted. Page of Swords. The naivety in the plan, the strategy. The betrayal. Wonder who tipped off the Ukrainian intelligence about this. Betrayal, loss, heartbreak. Ace of Coins, a lot of money here. Internally, externally, betrayal. Internally, new information about money. There might be a money trail here. Hopes and fears. The burden of the message, the burden of trying to get this new plan started. Naivety, or the gift from the past, to bring death, and the action being taken with the King of Wands, and then skedaddling out of town with the Six of Swords, packing up their swords of truth and skedaddling because something went wrong with that Four of Cups. Something's gone wrong. You've got the offer here, not liking the offer being made with the Knight of Cups, Page of Wands bringing forward information that will, I think, is going to expose them with that Four of Swords, that they're trying to keep a lid on with the Queen of Cups. And we've got the Fool. That's my money laundering, money changing hands. There's something here. We've got the Wheel, the Page of Cups, something unexpected coming forward about the contract and agreement. We've got the Chariot. Is it someone still in the military? Did these paid unalivers that were subsequently unalive, because do not underestimate the Ukrainian intelligence. Well, if you can hear some toes scratching that spot, now back inside, making his way to his bed and snorting with his backward sneezing, as old dogs do. Let's have a look. Did those that were paid leave some sort of trail about who was behind the order? Did they leave some sort of trail as to who was behind the order to unalive the Ukrainian head of intelligence? Is there some sort of trail, either paper or money or something? This is why they love crypto, these criminals. But is there something there? Ten of Swords. I think there is. All these swords of truth leading back to one point, stabbing in the back. There's my dark money card, challenged by dark money, changing hands. You've got the Hierophant there, somebody in government. Somebody in either the Pentagon or government. The Hierophant, really high up, expecting people to bow down and obey their orders as they put out these decrees. I do not like this. In the past, we've got the celebration at the White House, the Four of Wands, murky secrets with the Moon card at the top, like thigh deep in the swamp with the secrets, trying to keep them secret. Well, in the immediate future with them is they think their money's going to protect them. Externally, the Two of Wands. I think this is the intelligence, Ukrainian intelligence scouring the world, bringing together information. Internally, the star of hope and healing, but internally, is it somebody? Have they left something that's going to reveal? It's somebody who, I'm going to say, is on public display. Now, it's not Hegseth. I mean, Hegseth's not smart enough, but I don't know who it is. But it also could be the Ukrainian intelligence working out who it is hopes and fears that it's going to be revealed. Moon, sun, star. Someone in government who's well off. Boy, oh, the Hermit. Investigation, shining a light on the path forward, trapped in the swamp energy. The Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and then the Ace of Coins. I think they did, and I think Ukrainian intelligence are going to work out who it is. We've then got the Mercenary with the Knight of Coins, and then we've got the Ten of Cups. Is this the voter? It's my card for the voter, or is it some sort of end of a cycle for the happy families? I know quite a few viewers have this as their Republican card, but here we've got the money laundering with the Two of Pentacles and the Magician, the manipulation, and then we have Justice. Justice coming forward as the Knight of Wands. Volatile information is brought forward. Oh, we've got on the bottom the energy underneath at the moment. The circles of support, the celebrating. So somebody I suspect is possibly celebrating. The Chariot. I think it's someone within the Pentagon. I don't know who it would be, because this is my military card. The contracts and agreements, but then you've got death and you've got betrayal and you've got the Page of Cups, unexpected, and it just spirals down from there. You've got the Knight of Swords, harsh truth coming forward. As it's put together with that Three of Wands, you go from the 2 to the 3. Nightmare situation as the information comes out, and just loss and disappointment, trying to defend. There's my Russia card, there's my World card, there's my Strung Up card, and there is my Wealthy Man card. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave that there. I think it's all going to come out. But yeah, I think it's going to be traced back who it is. And it's... Do not underestimate Ukrainian intelligence. So we had a bit of a double whammy there. Melania was not a compliment, and the order to unalive the Ukrainian head of intelligence appears to have come from within somebody high up, potentially within the Pentagon or at least within government. Entertainment only. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.